anticipated Hangout podcast. We got Big G in the building. We got me, Polo, back in the building.
What up, Polo?
What's happening, man? So, today's conversation...
Wait. I'm going on vacation after this, so y'all might not see me in a little bit after this, so be on vacation.
All right, so our topic, instant gratification. People wanting instant gratification in today's world. And how is it hindering?
So what you're saying is, I want to go outside, say, "What's up, girl? Come back to my place." And her to say yes immediately without doing no work.
That's what they want, instant gratification.
That's instant gratification.
Yes.
More like, hey, I want to go to work, but I know it's my first day, but I want to make what the guy been here 30 years make. Is that same thing?
Yeah. That's the same thing. Because just by what you said, if you ask a lot of women today, they'll tell you, chivalry is dead. Don't no man want to court a woman no more. They just think they want instant gratification.
Yeah, they bad lazy.
They lazy.
They bad lazy. Hey, how about we just go get some coffee and then we go to my house?
Yeah, it's like, that's why they want sex on the first date.
One night stand.
Yeah, so if I take you out on a date, we don't have sex first night, I'm not talking to you no more. A lot of men think like that. Instant gratification.
It didn't got that bad?
It didn't got that bad.
Ooh, I've been out the loop too long.
But I believe it's instant gratification because it's just how the people's minds are trained nowadays, especially when you think about technology. It's like everything you want, everything you got questions for is in the palm of your hand when you have your phone in your hand. You can almost look up anything. You can Google anything and get an immediate answer. Boom. People on TikTok, Facebook, Instagrams, they just scrolling. They scrolling. They look at a video 10, 15 seconds in. Even if it's a good video that they're interested in, they give it a good 15, 20 seconds, then they off of it. They gone to the next one. It's instant gratification. Nobody want to wait and sit through the process of anything.
Well, that's the difference between men and women. Women can have instant gratification because their time is not as long as when they're at their best.
Okay.
We got to earn to be in our best, which takes time to build. So by us having to take time to build, when you take that part away and you want to build now, that's where relationships completely go haywire. Yeah. If you want to take we can use instant gratification in a relationship, at your job, shoot, weight loss, going to anything.
I was just finna say that. Let's put instant gratification in just life, period.
We go V.
Yeah, we just put instant gratification in life, period. And we look at it like, especially with our youth, our kids that's growing up, the early 20-year-olds, everybody want it now. They don't want to build themselves up and work through the process. Mm-hmm. It take too long. They want it now.
Everybody wants a shortcut.
They 21, they want to be rich now.
Right. But don't want to put in the work to get rich now.
No, you can go to a 21-year-old dude and you can have a plan, a blueprint for how he could get rich, but then you tell him you're not going to be rich until you're 30.
Oh, man, I can't do that.
But this is a 100% guaranteed plan over the next 8 or 9 years that's going to get you there.
Oh, I ain't doing that.
You know how many young boys going to shun away from that idea?
Man, no, man, I can scam.
I'm gonna just be a content creator and get money instantly. No, it don't work like that. Even in the podcast world, right? People, I see it all the time. People will start a podcast, they have 10 to 15 episodes posted. And then when you go and look at the time, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the last episode. Because it wasn't instant gratification.
It wasn't something they did for fun either.
They
Someone told them, hey, you can make money. Oh, they probably saw a YouTube video of somebody making money doing this. And they, oh, I can do that too. Boom.
And then they
It ain't work out.
They did 10 to 15 episodes. Wasn't no financial benefit in it. They own something else. We're going to set this down and go to something else.
Hey, you can't do none of this stuff for the money. You can't do it for the money.
Everything is a process.
Everything's a process.
So that's just like with my life, right?
Oh, Lord, not
As
your
an
life.
example.
Wait, man, you got a great life.
But I say this, like, everybody say, YOLO, you only live once. Gotta live for today. No, I don't live for today.
No man should live for today.
I'm not living for today.
None. You got long-term game wins all the time.
What I'm doing today has been prepared a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So I can walk into today already knowing what I'm going to do today.
But that also means that works into your finances too. You know, because you got to have enough finances to know what you're going to do tomorrow. Once you know what you're going to do tomorrow, you work on enough finances to know what you can do next week. After you know what you got enough finances, know what you're going to do next week, what you're going to do next month, then next 6 months, then next year, then next 2 years. That's how that's supposed to work. You're supposed to build off day, week, month, years. And then by the time you get time to retire, you good. If you can just live that philosophy. Stock market works that way. Real estate investing works that way. Everything works that way. You got to start here and then think here, but you can't get there overnight.
You can't get there overnight.
Can't get there overnight.
But that's why I say we all know the plan that you set, particularly, is not going to go exactly to plan. You're going to have some bumps in the roads. You're going to have some hiccups. You're going to have some drawbacks. But as long as you got a plan, you got a direction. And when those hiccups and stuff come, you can atone for them. But my thing is, if I'm living for today, if I'm YOLO in my life, that means I'm waking up having to figure out what I'm doing today.
No, YOLO, you only live once. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
So live it up. So take what you got today and do the best you can with it today. Mm-hmm. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about the next week or a month later.
So be a scammer?
That's how they look at it.
Man, I'm finna scam.
But me, I'd rather live my life ahead.
Women like scammers though.
I rather women go what's
we go. I got off track.
They go for what's hot. If that scammer stepping out,
scammer's hot. What?
if that scammer stepping out and he got gold chains,
he got a
Gucci,
new Hellcat.
He got a new Hellcat.
Man, where you work at? I scam.
A woman perception of that dude. A woman perception of that dude is that he got it figured out. Let me talk to him. He look like he got it going on.
Oh man, you so right.
But
I never thought about that. You right. He look like, man, I don't know what he do, but he got a Hellcat.
He got so they'll go for it, not knowing that
he a deadbeat dude.
He have no plan for the future.
Right.
He have no plan for the future.
Oh man.
Cause he's scamming his way through life, which he's living life fast for instant gratification.
YOLO.
You only live once.
Yeah.
So he doing what he got to do right now to get it right now, whether legal or illegal.
Right.
Most of the time it's illegal. Cause if you want instant gratification, you gotta cut
fast money. Most likely, it's not legal.
It's not legal.
Right.
But when you live in life, anything that moves too fast eventually crash. Anything that moves too fast eventually crash.
Quote it. I like that. Anything that moves too fast will eventually crash. Man, T-shirt.
So,
with a Hellcat on it.
When you see this dude with his Gucci on,
Mm-hmm.
his chains on, his Hellcat, you don't see the wall he gonna hit. You just see right now. And then when you get with him, and it's good for a year or two, but then he get jammed up because what he been doing is living fast and illegal or whatever that is he doing.
And then you hear this, FBI. And what you gonna do?
Cause he either been scamming, embezzling. You know, it's something he did to cut corners to get there a little faster. And if you cut corners to get anywhere fast, you're gonna have to go play outside the rules. You're gonna have to play outside the rules.
Yeah, you right. You own it. You own it.
So it's like,
Preach.
so for those dudes, they get the instant gratification because in their mind is, I got the money right now. I got the women right now. But for how long? There's no foundation to what you're doing. Anything without a foundation will fall.
So
You haven't built anything.
So let's go back to the early 90s. We had your drug dealers out there getting the fast money real fast. They getting the fast girls real fast. Now fast forward it now, where they at?
Look at
I mean,
Freeway Rick Ross, his downfall.
oh yeah.
At one point in time, he had the world.
He had the world.
At one time, he had the world. He probably had the girls, the money. When he lost it, when he lost the money, because it had no foundation to stand on. When he lost it, it all fell, and he lost everything that came with it. The girls, the respect,
He lost
the power.
all the money, he lost all of it. You're right. You're right. And the feds come in, knock on the door, they taking it all. But then on the flip side, what about the guy that no one was checking on because they were lame? They had a regular old job. They went off to the military or something.
And then
And now, you fast forward 20 years later, shoot, they got a nice house, nice car, they got a
He
nice
pull up-
family, nice spouse.
you at the stove. He pull up to the gas pump. He in a Porsche.
He in the Porsche. Dog, that's you, Rico? Man, I remember you had that Hellcat.
You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, man, I got jammed up.
I would say, like, man, because I've been a person on both sides of the table
Mm-hmm.
where I used to chase the fast life. I used to chase the instant gratification,
Mm-hmm.
right? I seen some people.
I've been fortunate enough. I've never been that guy.
I seen some people get the instant gratification. But I also seen them same people lose it.
Yeah. Hey, you remember back in the day, man, your friend one day, you and your friends on the block, and then one day your friend just gone. Like, man, they took him into jail. He gone.
He gone.
He gone. He gone.
Now it's over.
It's over.
Now it's over. Now you locked up in jail, hoping and wishing that the people you was out here with stay solid.
So instead of having this instant gratification, what should guys do?
You got a plan. You got to get you a legit plan. You got to make up in your mind, all right, how much money do I want to achieve? What's my goal I'm trying to get to? Once you get you a goal, you got to set a specific plan, step by step, and you have to be realistic about your plan and
But
goals.
I want the girls
that's
now.
gonna get you there.
I want the girls now.
Well, you should have handled your business back then to where you'll be in a position now to get them.
But I'm only 25. I want girls now.
So what you gonna do to get girls now?
I mean, I'm asking you. You said I can't have instant gratification, but I want girls.
Don't worry about the girl.
So what is?
Don't even worry. You worrying about the wrong
I'm worrying
thing.
about the wrong thing.
The girl shouldn't even be a subject right now.
What's the term?
If you're a 25-year-old man and you looking for a way to succeed, you trying to figure out your life. Get you a plan, find out what it is you want to do, put you a plan together, and start attacking that plan. If you're successful on your route to your goal, the women will come, the money will come, everything will come, because it's gonna chase you. If you're progressing, all that stuff, everything you want, it's gonna come. Whether you attracting it or not, it's gonna come. And when it comes, you'll be in a better position to deal with it. But let it chase you. You don't chase the girls.
So
they gonna come.
When should young bull, 18, he graduated from high school this May. What should he be doing?
Figuring out his ultimate goal. I ain't gonna say ultimate goal.
And he need help from his parents to do this. So I know y'all parents out here watching this, got kids getting ready to graduate or real close to it.
I ain't gonna say his ultimate goal. You 18, you just getting out of high school. You need to have a plan on what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have some type of direction or some type of goal set for your manhood that you want to become.
I'm 18. I don't want to work for the man.
Okay. So if you don't want to work for the man, what can you do entrepreneur-wise?
I'm a scammer.
No,
I can't scam.
We ain't doing that.
All right, I don't want to work for the man. I can't scam.
You 18, just finished high school, and you still live with your parents, like most men.
Man, I don't want to live with my parents. My dad tripping.
Well, you can't sign for an apartment till you're 21, so you ain't got no choice.
My dad tripping.
So
I don't want to go to college.
You ain't got to go to college. If you want to be an entrepreneur, find out what you want to do in the entrepreneurship field. Figure that out and attack it. You out of school. What else you doing?
Do I need to go to college?
You don't have to. A lot of entrepreneurs have no college education.
Most of them don't.
A lot of them don't.
You're right.
You don't have to, but you gotta have
a plan. Or you gotta have your idea.
If I got my 18-year-old son, just graduated high school, and he's still living at home with me, I'm not expecting him to have it all figured out right then. But at least have a goal or a plan that you're working towards, even if it don't work out. Because some people, it may take 2 or 3 tries before they get it right.
Now, what if he in the house, he don't want to listen? He want to hit the streets. He want to run the streets. He ain't listening, mama. He ain't listening to you.
My rules are my rules under my household.
And if he don't like them,
that'll do.
You got to go. But I'm only 18. I ain't figured it out yet. Now I'm finna be a scammer.
You can't say I'm only 18 and I ain't figured it out yet.
But don't want to listen.
But don't want to listen. And you're not trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to lollygag. You just want to go through life like it's a game.
Mm-hmm. They go through life like it's a game.
Like it's a game. You can't press power on life, turn it off,
come on,
and then press power again to turn it back on and start over.
And think you're going to turn power back on and continue where you left off at.
Mm-mm.
It ain't happening.
You're going back to the beginning, buddy. Starting all the way over. So that's why I say, man, like, you gotta implement a plan and implement the steps that's gonna ultimately get you to achieving your goal. Mm-hmm. And you stay on that. Even if you got side activities going on, even if you got females you dealing with, stuff like that, you can't deviate from the goal that you got set for yourself, because that's your backbone. That's your lifeline.
As long as you put in those 60 hours, that shouldn't even be hard.
That's your life. That's what you got to stand on. That's your feet to stand on. Your goals. As a young man, that should be your main focus. If females want to
I
come
want
in
to
and
be a
out,
rapper.
even if you want to be a rapper,
I want to be a rapper.
you still got to put a plan together on how you gonna become this rapper.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna become a successful? What steps you gonna take to become a successful rapper?
60 hours.
Just because you got the baddest female in the hood and you got a little dope money, don't mean you gonna be a successful rapper.
Right.
You still gotta have a team in place. You gotta have people who believe in you that's gonna help push you forward. You gotta have a planned out system of how you gonna navigate your way to the top. Because if you just out willy-nilly just doing it blindly, you're gonna run to a wall because you can't see.
So what you're saying is, first off, figure out what you're gonna do, what you want to do.
That's the top. Figure out whatever it is you want to chase in life at this moment.
All right.
That's at the top.
Now you got to put a plan together.
Now you got to put a plan together, step by step. You look at your life and be realistic with yourself and say, okay, this is where I'm at right now. This is where I want to be. What do I need to do to get there? And you don't have to have every step laid out immediately.
I just want to operate a food truck.
If your goal is
you
to
want to
have
operate
a food truck,
you get your plan.
You get, okay, so we're going to use...
then execute your plan.
We're going to use that as an example, all right? I'm an 18-year-old kid. I want to have me a food truck. I like cooking, right? So I got to ask myself, do I want to go to culinary art school? Or do I feel like I'm good enough at what I do now to go ahead and get me a truck?
Yeah, I fired the grill up real good with my daddy.
All right, so if you feel like you that good to have your own truck, the first thing is you need to figure out what you got to do to get you a truck.
Scam.
That truck gonna cost money.
So I start scamming.
Why?
Because I want it instantly.
Because you want instant. All right. Or you can say,
get a business plan.
Get a business plan. Or say, all right.
Get a regular job. Save up some money.
Save up some money. Build your credit up. First thing first, to any 18-year-old man, I would say, work on building your credit. Build your credit up. Start off on a good foot with your credit and continue to build it up. You get your credit up to 700, you can finance you a food truck.
You get anything you want.
You can get what you want. But are you willing to put in the work and the time to get your credit up? Are you willing to get a little gas card, a little credit card that you only use for gas? Or are you going to get that credit card, go buy you some Jordans, J's, get you a chain.
I got me a new hat.
Now you done maxed out the card, making monthly payments. And now you over. Most credit cards say they want you to stay under 30%.
Right. Now you maxed out.
Now you maxed
paying
out.
the minimum payment.
That's not helping your credit. But you want this food truck. But you want instant gratification too. So instead of doing what you got to take to get this food truck, you done sidestep the whole process because you done took this credit card and misused it because you want J's and chains and all this now for females to like you now.
Yeah, because you seen an old girl, she look cute.
But hold on. What are we focused on? Are we focusing on the food truck or are we focusing on women?
So at 18, you expect to have all this done by the time 22, maybe? Good 4 years?
What if it take to 25? So?
5 years? All right. I'm going to tell you the real plan. This is the real plan. You 18. You either going to go to college or you going to the service. Those are your two options. You go to college or you go to service. You give me 4 years of college, you're 22. You have a degree. You give me 4 years of the service, you're 22. You have that background of the military just on your slate. Just on your slate. So between 18 and 22, you've been getting your plan together in college or getting your plan together in the military. You get out. Now you're 22. You can take what you learn either in college or in the service, and you can make that work. You get your average job, just a regular old job, and start your 401k. Please start your 401k as young as you possibly can. And you put money in that forever until you get old enough to start matching what your company matches. Because food truck life, the entrepreneur life, man, 80% of those entrepreneurs, they fail.
But everybody want to be an entrepreneur today because they feel
80% of them fail. They fail. And that's when you end up being I hate to say it, deadbeat dude. Wondering, man, I need an old girl to bail me out.
But I think your entrepreneurship only fails when you don't have a plan. You know what you want to do. You set out to do it. But when your plan don't go to plan,
The plan ain't planning.
The plan ain't planning. You don't got nothing to fall back on.
That's why you need to go to college.
Or you don't know how to right the ship.
College
because
or military. Just so you can have a fallback plan. You're 22. I'm just asking for 4 years of your life. You're 22. You know nothing at 22.
Right.
You know nothing. You give me them 4 years, that's just your backup plan. You can always...
That's your worst case scenario.
Yeah, you can always fall back on your degree, and you can always fall back on what you learned in the military and go use that out in the real world. But you at 22, and then when you got the military, you got all kinds. You got VA loans, you got business loans, you got all kinds of stuff you get just to help you get that boost. You're 22.
To give you a head start in life.
Yes, to give you that head. You 22.
But then guess what an 18-year-old would tell you? Well, you want me to go to the military for 4 years, then when I get out the military, then start my life when I'm 22? My friends already driving Hellcats at 21.
They scamming.
You know what I'm saying?
They scamming.
And that's what they looking at, though.
They scamming, though.
My friend already got a Charger, a Camaro.
They scamming.
He 19.
Hey, you get paid in the service now. You know that, right? You can buy the same stuff.
But I'm like, man, it's just me. I'm plan driven.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I'm a structured guy.
But no one has made them have a plan. When they was in high school with their parents, they had no plan. They didn't even know what they were going to wear the next morning. That's where it need to start off at. You need to start planning out how you going to go through high school. Are you going to be into the high grade classes? Or are you just going to take the bare minimum classes? You gotta. It starts that way. No, because I tell everybody, whatever you are in high school, that's what you're gonna be in the future. That's just, if you the bare minimum person in school, you're gonna be a bare minimum person out there in the world.
Facts.
Now that's just how it is. I don't know why I like that, but that's just how it is.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. The instant gratification thing is killing our culture. I feel like it's killing our culture.
On both sides. It's killing everything.
On both sides. Yeah, it's killing everything.
It's killing everything. White culture, black culture.
Because the percentage is not on our side. The success rate of instant gratification is not on our side when we looking at the percentages.
Everybody wants to, they see Drake, but they don't know what Drake had to do to get to where he at.
Man, that man was all on Degrassi and everything.
Yeah, they don't see all that. They say, oh man, I'm gonna be like Nick Cannon. They don't see I got one. When your kids say, I ain't know Craig can rap. No, that's Ice Cube.
Right.
I was like, see, you don't know what they had to go through to get where they at.
Right. It's all a process, man. Mm-hmm. And then when you got a process, man, you need to get a goal and you need to go step by step of how you gonna figure this thing out. You got to be realistic about it and stay on track with your goal. Yeah, you want to have fun. Cool. Go have fun. Yeah, you want women. All men do. You can have women, but don't let that take you away from your goal.
And plus, if your people see you striving to go to your goal, they gonna help.
They gonna help.
They gonna help.
And if the
you sounding
girls
crazy,
if the
they're not
girls
gonna help you.
if the girls see you grinding towards a bigger goal,
That's how you get the good girl.
they gonna want to jump on board.
That's how you get the good girl, and she gonna grind with you and help you get it through the mud.
You handle your business,
And that's the one you get married to, and that's the one you live out the rest of your life at. And when y'all get old together, y'all be old together and happy.
You handle your business along the road. The girls gonna come, the money gonna come, and you let it play out however life take you down your journey.
I'm with you.
And that's the Anticipated Hangout Podcast. You got Polo in the building, Big G in the building, and we out of here.
Yay!